you can all hear me. I am going to give it a second for the live stream to catch up to YouTube to make sure that y'all can hear me and you can see my screen before we continue on. We'll give that a second to get caught up.
Can be heard as well. I can at least hear you over here.
I can also hear you, so that's step one. I can now see my screen as well as my own little PFP pulsating, so hopefully that's good. Can you all hear me? And can you all hear Fox? Get some confirmations in the chat, and then we'll get going.
How many confirmations do we need for the block to be mined, added to the blockchain?
All right, so it looks like they can hear us. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're doing the Gen 0 raffles from the May leaderboards. So we've done the raffles for the April and prior leaderboards already. So these guys are just those last few. So we have some dailies, a weekly, and a monthly from May that were eligible for a Gen 0 win. I'm going to be driving it, but Fox is here as well. So essentially, just a quick run through for anybody who has not watched us do one of these before. So we have the Google spreadsheet with the addresses and number of tickets for the qualifications for each of the 3 raffles. We'll take that, we'll convert it into JSON code, and then we will plug that into the script that actually Fox made that will shuffle them and then draw winners. It'll show the total number of entrants as well as the total number of tickets. And once a winner is drawn, it will remove all of that winner's tickets. So you can only win once per raffle. So theoretically, somebody could win 3 times if they're in all 3 raffles and win in all 3 raffles, but you can't win the same raffle more than once. Anything I'm forgetting before we start, for Fox?
No, that's correct. And yeah, thanks for being the designated driver up here, Bolin. And I'll make sure that things look good for my end.
Perfect. So I'm going to start by refreshing both of these pages just so everybody can see that there's nothing there pre-existing. And then we will get started with the first one, which is the daily from May. So this is the one with the most tickets as well.
Yep. And just a quick note, like this is the same script we used earlier that we've used for quite a while now. Hasn't changed. The code is there for you guys to look at. That's kind of the reason why we shared that, so it's more transparent. But feel free to go take a look at it. A lot of people have, and should be pretty random.
All right. Perfect. And so this is what I was referencing before. There are 43 total people in this raffle with a total of 385 tickets. So we're going to shuffle these a few times just to make sure that it gets nice and mixed up. And then as we draw winners, you'll actually be able to see the total number of tickets remaining going down. So we are going to be drawing 3 winners for this raffle. And that's probably shuffled enough. All right, just so that everybody can see the winners box here. So winner number 1 had 9 tickets. Winner number 2, 6 tickets. And winner number 3 had 5 tickets. So
Wow.
some medium-size entries there. And so we're going to snag these winners right here.
Lucky. It's exciting to see that.
It is. So these three folks just won Gen Zeros. Congratulations. All
It's
right.
amazing. I'm super jealous.
Me too. Especially with the new Gen Zero classes.
I know. Yeah, I still haven't been able to summon a shapeshifter. Been working on it. I need to work harder on it. And just stop all my coding and spend more time actually
More
summoning.
time summoning. That is always the answer, right? And so this is going to be the weekly. And so this one's only going to have one winner.
One lucky person out of 110 tickets. There's only 10 entries though, so I guess it's
Yep.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. The hardest part
That's
about all
pretty
this,
good odds.
it is actually very good odds. The hardest part of all of this is not using keyboard shortcuts so that everybody can see what I'm doing, but I don't normally right click for basically anything. All right. So our one winner, wow, had 18 tickets.
Ooh,
All right.
B7. It looks familiar. Is that the one from the previous raffle? No, that was B0, right?
I think so, yeah.
Mm.
Let's,
Congratulations.
let's take a look. B7, B5 is the
B5.
previous one.
Okay,
But yep, so 4 unique winners so far, and yeah, that was second most tickets there that won that one. And
nice.
then last but not least, we have the monthly, which is going to be another 3 winners. Actually, before I do that, let me
So
refresh.
3 out of 10 people will win this. That's pretty good odds. Pretty dang
Yeah,
good.
yeah, this is definitely a good one. A a lot more tickets for this one too, or double 220, but alright. And 3 out of these lucky 10. It's really all 10 are lucky anyway, because they placed that well on leaderboards.
Yeah, hardworking.
1,
Oh,
2, and our last one, the final Gen Zero of the day. Boom.
nice. I don't think there was a single duplicate winner out of these.
I don't
I'm
think so
surprised.
either. Yeah,
That's a good spread.
it is. All that clarification about being able to win multiple times. Nobody did it anyway. Didn't even need it.
You gotta have the disclaimer.
And so this is the public document that's shared in Discord that now has the winners in it. So everybody can go and reference them there at any time. This video will also be going live as soon as we're done here, so you can always reference that to the video as well. So you know everything is very visible and will remain visible so that people can see. Somebody in chat, I won, and then followed up with, I would love to say that. So yeah, everything is very visible here for y'all to see at any time. Uh, just making sure,
Yeah.
in the interest of fairness, everything is as transparent as possible. So that does it for the raffles. But before we sign off, I think Fox wanted to share some news with us.
Yeah, no, I just had some things to just like updates and things. But you know, in the chat here on Livestream, there's people asking like, how do we get into this raffle? And it's like, well, this one, you know, obviously is for uh older like leaderboards, but you know, like what about future raffles? What about future snapshots and things like that? And, we do want to start doing more of those to, you know, like reward the community members that are, you know, like still here, still playing, still excited, um, just like all of us are here on our team as well. So one thing I've been thinking a lot about is duels, and there's a lot of stuff on the talk site about duels and like how to improve matchmaking and how to tweak and how to balance it and things like that. But as most of you know, we're in season 0 for the duels right now. We've also kind of talked a lot about um, having duels be on DFK chain too, because we're trying to do like the parity of the features across our chains. It's always tricky though with duels because if you split it across multiple chains, it also splits the matchmaking into smaller chunks. So it's not as robust as it would otherwise be if it was all in one. And it also messes with like some of the tokenomics of like the raffles as well. Because suddenly if you have half the player base and more like raffles, it's also tricky. But I'm not saying we won't ever do that once we have enough demand on certain chains for that. But for now, I think we do still want to try to keep it all together on like one chain while we kind of work those out. So we're considering launching season 1 of Duels on DFK chain and just kind of like moving things over there for the Duels itself, which I'm excited about because Duels accounts for a lot of like the transactions. So if we could have more of those on DFK chain itself, that means more tools that are being used for gas fees, which you know helps to make it be more deflationary, helps to like reward the players in like the quest fund. I believe some of those goes to the quest fund, and we've also kind of talked about other places for those to go as well that will help to basically benefit all of our players as well. But for season 0, I've had a lot of people ask, you know, like what are some of the things we're thinking about doing for those that have been climbing the ranks in like season 0 and helping us test things, helping us work through the kinks and all that, and providing valuable feedback and all that as well. So I've been spending a lot of time thinking about that, and I think what I want to do is for each rank that you hit, like rank 2, rank 3, etc., there will be a sort of like a fixed prize for everybody who hits rank 2 will get this prize. Everybody who hits rank 3 will get this prize. And those will get progressively uh, more, I guess, valuable in like what those prizes are. But then I was thinking also it'd be really cool to do another similar raffle to what this is right here, like with this format that we did, where everybody who has any dual points would basically get a entry for each dual point that they have. And if that's not confusing enough, let me explain it a little bit. How duels currently works is you get 500 dual points, then you hit rank 2. If you get 1,000, you hit rank 3. If you get 1,500, it's rank 4, etc. If you've got 877 rank points, you would get 877 entries into the raffle at the end of season 0. So that's kind of what we're thinking there. And we're still trying to work through what those prizes are for the rank 2 and 3 and 4, and also what the prizes will be for the raffle that we're going to do. But just to sort of give you guys a sneak peek there, if you guys want to get in on the next raffle, play duels, and you'll basically be guaranteed a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, that's it from me. Just some updates there. We're hard at work on trying to improve the matchmaking for season 1 and some of the other things that were suggested on the talk site for how to improve duels as well. So it'll just improve as it goes. We'll just you know iterate on that more and more. This is our first experiment with like PvP type of stuff. I honestly like really think the like raffle feature is is doing exactly what we intended for it to do, which was to drive engagement, to like reward those that are engaging with the game, and also sort of be automatic and kind of run itself. So I'm really pleased with how that's working, and I think we're going to continue to see those play that exact same role. But the mechanics of the duels and how the matchmaking works will probably be tweaked a little bit. So yeah, that's my soapbox spiel. Thank you, Bowman, for letting me speak about that.
Hey, anytime. And thanks for joining us for this, and well, really doing all the legwork anyway. But, but much appreciated. Really,
Are you kidding me? It
really,
looks like you did all the legwork. Seems like.
eh,
No, it's been
uh,
good.
really excited for the continuation of Duels. I think it's a really fun feature. So awesome. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in today and uh, knocking this out. And congratulations again to our 7 winners. And we'll get your Gen Zeros airdropped out to you. And other than that, we're gonna call it a stream, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for coming. Congrats to the winners. See ya. Bullish.
Bullish.